Okay, so what's up everyone? Unlike my previous video, which was all fun and games, this one won't be that fun because I'm going to talk a bit seriously, because there was recently an update to the artist usage permission wiki on the OSU page that may or may not change a lot of stuff that will happen in the game. By the way, before we get started, be sure to subscribe to my channel. We're trying to reach 20k subs by the end of the year, so your support would really mean a lot. Okay, so the first and major update that Pepe recently added is the fact that there is now an entire list of featured artists that allow their music to be featured in OSU. If you see a name of an artist and you see a checkmark next to that name, that means that you can freely use the music that is listed on their featured artist page. If you see a song from them that isn't listed on the featured artist page, then you may need additional permission from the artist themselves to be able to use the song in the game. There's also another thing to keep in mind. If you go on the page, you may see some artists that have a checkmark next to the name, but they also have a 1 next to the checkmark. That means that the licenses for these songs that are listed from that featured artist are obtained through a platform by the name of MonsterCat. And if you scroll all the way down to the wiki page, you can see that users may be able to obtain external media usage rights via a MonsterCat Gold subscription, which technically means if you get a MonsterCat Gold subscription, you may be able to get usage rights for other songs as well. If an artist is announced as a featured artist, that does not mean that every single song of theirs is allowed to be used on the platform, aka OSU. Like for example, the artists Honeycomb Bear, John Kuroda, Kanemiko, and Mori Mori Atsushi are all examples that do allow some music to be used on OSU, but it's only these songs that are listed on the featured artist page. There's also another special case from this artist right here that doesn't allow their tracks from the game Toho to be featured on OSU. Ahis is also listed on this page, and it says to contact before uploading can be reached via email or Bandcamp. But then there is a list of artists that completely do not allow their songs to be featured on OSU. And there's definitely some really big names here, but one of them is huge. So huge actually that we will never ever see a rank map set of this song again in OSU, even though it's an iconic OSU song. Alright, let's just start off with the list. So 40MP, AK plus Q, Draw the Emotional, Enter Shikari, Easy FG, Hatsuki Yura, Igor, Kozato, and the biggest one here probably, Noma, are artists that completely do not allow their songs to be used in OSU anymore. For those of you wondering who Noma is literally the creator of one of the most iconic songs in OSU, which is Brain Power. You heard me correctly, we will no longer see ranked map sets of Brain Power in OSU ever again. The Noma situation is rather interesting because this artist actually denies offers from big name companies like Konami and Sega even. Also, I just quickly wanted to give a shout out to LonelyVeeb03 for explaining this entire situation to me. Another really important thing to also be careful of is the visuals that you use for your map as well. You can pause to read this here, but essentially you need to be careful with the visuals that you use for your maps as well. You need permission from them, just like for these songs that you use for the map as well. Honestly, we should all be grateful that these artists that are listed on this page right here are all giving us permission to use their songs. Because again, if it wasn't for artists and their songs, this game wouldn't even exist. Also, another thing to mention, if you do try to rank a map that has copyrighted material without permission, then it's most likely going to be disqualified. But that goes for future ranked maps. I don't know about maps in the past. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. Be sure to share this information with mappers that you know so that they can be informed for anything they plan to do in the future. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Might be tomorrow, might be not. Bye bye.